One of the challenges that students face when they get admitted to study in Finland is getting an apartment for themselves. And getting an apartment is very paramount because that's the only way that you can register as a resident of Finland. So in today's video, I'm going to guide you guys on how to get an apartment from the student apartment here in Finland. So if you're looking for such videos, stick to this one. Hello guys, it's your girl Loveth again, and I am going to share with you, just like I said previously, how to get an apartment. In Finland, different cities has a different kind of apartment arrangement for students in that city. Here in Helsinki, we have HOAS. HOAS is the student apartment of those students that are living in Helsinki. So if you're, for instance, living in Tampere, you can apply for HOAS, okay? So it's very important when you get admitted to ask from your school, what is the student apartment where you can apply? Once you get accepted into your school, you could ask them, what is the student apartment name that you can apply for student accommodation? That way you get exactly the student apartment that is being offered in the city where you're studying. So unfortunately, I'm just going to use that of Helsinki to give you an example on how to make the application online. However, you cannot apply for Helsinki apartment, student apartment, if you're not a student in Helsinki. I also have a video on this channel how you can get apartment here in Helsinki without being a student of Helsinki. I'll leave that video to the description of this video, so make sure you check that out in case if you got admitted in schools like ZAMK and you would be living in Helsinki. For you to get an apartment in Helsinki, you can get from HOAS, which is the student official apartment. You have to get from other companies that are offering student apartments here in Helsinki. Now I'm going to use HOAS and show you how to apply online, and you can apply for this immediately you get admitted from your home country. You don't have to be in Finland to apply. All right, now over to my laptop so I show you how you can do it by yourself. This is the online student apartment page for those students that are living in Helsinki. The name is HOAS, as you can see from the left hand side of the screen. Now, this is like a summary of when and how can I apply for a HOAS apartment. Like I already told you guys, you can apply from the minute you get admitted. Here it's like a brief introduction or explanation on the page on how to go about this. How to apply: you have to submit an application as soon as you have been admitted to a school. Fill in the application, of course, and then keep up your application up to date. Applications here expires or is outdated every 3 months. So for you, if you had applied already and it's over 3 months you've applied and you haven't heard anything, it's good to log back in and update the information that you have and click submit so it becomes active again. That's what this means. Then here it says we try to find an apartment that matches your criteria, and accepting an apartment offer is what you do after they have given you an offer. If you like the place, it's always good to accept at the beginning what you have been offered. You can change while living there. It's easier to change apartment while living already in the student apartment than getting a new one again if you reject the one that has been offered to you. Bear that in mind. And here you're welcome to your new home, you know. So now we are going to go through to how to apply, because that's the stage that we want to talk about today. Here is the housing application. We click that. So as you can see, the application form isn't finished. You can change the language down here, as you can see. Now it's asking you about the cities in the Helsinki region that you would want to apply to. These are cities here, as you see: Helsinki, Espoo, Kauniainen, and Vantaa. If you have a study place in Helsinki, any of the city will work just fine for you. And here it's asking for apartment type. So are you looking for a room in a shared apartment? Are you looking for a studio apartment? Are you looking for 2 rooms for those that has family, or 3 rooms and plus? So you choose whatever that works for you and your family if you have one. I always advise people to get the cheapest of rooms, like this shared apartment. Shared apartment, that just means that you have other people living in the same apartment with you, but you have your own private room and you guys share the kitchen area and share the toilet. Otherwise you have your room to yourself. So that's what apartment type a room means. So you're not sharing room with anybody here. You're just in your room sharing a space. Now, here it's asking you areas in these cities that you would want to get a place, that you would want to live. The thing about these areas is that it is very tricky. If you choose one or two area, you will have a harder time getting an apartment. So what I advise you guys, I live here in Helsinki. I know these areas. None of these areas are bad. When I applied for my apartment, I was like, anything here goes. So what I did was just to highlight all of these areas, like click, Viki, click, 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 and keep on clicking till you have clicked everything in this list. Highlight everything. Arabia, Espokeskus, Haga, Hakaniemi, whatever, Heikin Lakso. All these areas are beautiful areas that you don't want to limit your application to by choosing just a few of them. So choose all of them. That's my advice. But if you have your own specific reasons why you wouldn't want to go to any of these areas, of course, choose according to your needs. Now, then here we say about features, like I have a pet. It's always good to mention that you have a pet or not. I need an apartment to be accessible. And what does that mean? Apartments that are very close to train station, very close to health stations, very close to shopping malls. I prefer a property with a lift. A property with a lift is good, but the thing is that you can have properties that are not without lift, and they are still going to be good also. So in Finland, if a building is above 4 floors, it must have a lift. So if like you're worrying, okay, what if I'm going to be in the 7th floor and I don't have a lift? How would I be going up and down? No, it doesn't work like that. In Finland, as long as an apartment goes beyond 4th floor, the law says that that apartment must have a lift. So this limitation, you shouldn't bother yourself with it. Don't choose I prefer one with this, I prefer one with that. At the beginning, of course, if you want to change, you can make more choices. You just need to get an apartment for yourself, and all these things will limit you. So just if you don't have a pet and you don't need any accessibility, of course every apartment is accessible somehow in Finland, so it doesn't mean that you have to like walk a million miles to get to a bus station. There's nothing like that. So don't worry about these things, just let them be. If you have a pet, you could choose that, otherwise let the rest be. And as you can see, it says maximum amount rent per month. Like I would always advise people, of course, you could choose however amount you want, considering that you have 560 euros to spend per month in Finland, as according to the requirement by Finnish Immigration Service. You could put like your maximum rent to be, let's say, 300 euros on the maximum, or 350 on the maximum, and just write it here, 300 euros, and that's it. So, and then if you put like show apartments, to show you the apartments that are offered or that are available. Now, and you click next right here. As you can see, you click next, it's going to take you to the next page. It's going to ask you about your family, the size of your family, and a bit other information, the schools where you got admitted, and all that. So what are basic knowledges? Your means of identification, international passport, what have you, and all that. So you just feel it's just a very simple process and you are done. Now I'm going to show you a bit of what the apartments looks like let's say a room apartment in a shared apartment. Come with me. So as you can see right here, these are apartments. So what you do is, just if you are wondering how much it's going to cost you for some areas or what have you, or for let's say a room, a studio, 2-room apartment, just some evaluation of how much it's going to cost, and then, to take a peep into the apartment and what it looks like, then this is where you go to do that. So here I have chosen Helsinki as the city. The area I chose is Malminkartano. I have lived here and I'm going to show you the apartment, and here maximum rent is 300 euro, and we are talking about a room in a shared apartment. So let's go down to what the search gave us. So we have this, housing options, 3 housing options in this particular area, Malminkarta. And this is where I once lived when I was a student. So this one, oh, they wrote it most loved. Actually, was really nice. It's really nice, the yard, everything. Let's take a look at that. This is what the apartment looks like. Let's just click on the image and take a look. So here we're going to make it a full screen. So here is what the kitchen is like. It's very little but very sweet and classy. This is the yard. I used to look through outside this yard, and we used to have barbecue somewhere down here. This area, this red thing behind this tree, we used to have a barbecue there. It was really nice. The area was really nice. And yeah, here, that's the barbecue area, as you can see right here. It's really lovely living here then. And it was always this green and beautiful. And the stairs, it doesn't have see, that's like an elevator. And it's just like this, exactly the way it is in this picture. There is absolutely no exaggeration made. This is where I once lived, I can tell you that. So this is where the sauna is. That's like the steaming room for Finnish culture. It's a thing called sauna. It's very beautiful. It's good for your breathing. It's good for your skin. I bet you should try that when you come to Finland. Now this is the shower area, and it just continues like that. This is another sauna. And again, this is the laundry room. You get to do your laundry and sit and chill. Oh my goodness, I've missed this space. Oh my god. I used to gym here. This is really nice to see, honestly. I used to work out here. And this is like the kitchen again, and again, like, oh my god, the small bathroom. It's really small, but it's beautiful and clean. Actually, it was the time I was living in this apartment that they did this renovation. This apartment is quite old, but they renovated it at the time I was living. We had to move out for this renovation, and after that it was sleek, like it was beautiful. So here you have your own room, and see the prices for the room. For your own particular room is going to be like 279 euro per month. I hope this video was informative enough for you. If you think it was, or if you got any value out of this video, please don't forget to hit the like button so that YouTube can recommend my videos to others. Okay, thank you so much, and you are welcome to join in our community by just hitting the subscribe button. Thank you, and see you all in my next video. Bye guys.